Theme Park Baza with
Mrs. Baza.
Good morning, and as you saw from that quick view outside, it's a beautiful morning and we are in Las Vegas, and we're doing Vegas on a budget. I'll put a link to the last vlog where we talked about the travel day and how we got the flights at the price. In today's vlog, even though we're on a budget, we're not going to just stay in the hotel room and not do anything for 3 days. We are going to do a bit of gambling, we're going to go to some buffets, we're going to have some drinks. Come along with us on this adventure, these few vlogs. Today is a tourist day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the reason we picked today is, and it's the same, if any of you are coming from the UK or from the East Coast and you come to Vegas, your body clock is going to be all out of kilter. So you're going to be awake from anywhere from 3 a.m. We were awake at 5 a.m. So you got two options. If you're a gambler, it's a good chance to go downstairs and gamble. For us who aren't big gamblers, what we do is book usually a trip on the first day that leaves early, because we know we're going to be up early, and it doesn't affect the rest of the holiday. We can sleep in. So we have a trip to somewhere we've always wanted to go. We tried last year. I'll put a link into the vlogs from last year. It's to the Hoover Dam. And as we go through this vlog, I'll talk about the price and the options. We did look at a couple of options and why we chose the tour we chose. Other thing as well is getting up at 3-4 a.m. Vegas, to say the city, well, I think that's New York City, it never sleeps, but this city sleeps. So you can get up 3-4 a.m, but you're going to find there's nothing open downstairs in the hotel for coffee shops or snacks. That's why in the last vlog, if you're going to go and watch that, we talked about getting the little kettle and some snacks for breakfast. It's a little bit later now, it's just coming up to 10 to 7 in the morning. They're going to pick us up at 7:30. So in the MGM here, we're going to go down to a little place that we've been to before to get a cheap breakfast. Now this tour does give us snacks, but usually on these snack tours it's like granola bars,
it's just a granola bar,
water, and all that. But come along with us. We'll bring you with us on the tour. We'll talk about some best places to go find tours, things to check out for booking them, why we chose this, some of the other options as we go through today. But come join us as we head out down for the Hoover Dam. Let's go get some breakfast first, have we?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, she's hungry. One thing as well, bring plenty of layers with you, especially this time of year. You never know with Vegas. It's going to be 70 today and it might be below freezing at night. Yeah. And also bring your moisturisers and your creams, because the air's very dry, isn't it? Yeah. So if you need lip balm, if you've got eczema, bring the creams with you, because you soon dry out here, don't you?
Yeah, very quickly.
Especially if you're going outside on trips. And if it's the middle of summer, bring sun cream, because it will be warm, because you're in the desert. So we're going to go to a little place down here on the underground, see if we can get some breakfast. So if you do get the combo, it is $6.19 for a 6-inch sandwich with, you know, steak or cheese and egg and bacon and a small coffee. That's pretty good going. Fortunately, they don't have the coffee, so we're not getting the combo. I'm going to share one between us and have some juice together. If you are after something to eat out of hours, your best thing is to get down on the strip and go to like one of the big chains, IHOP. I think what are the chains on the strip they could go to?
Is it Denny's?
Denny's, yeah, they'll be on 24/7, but then you got to get dressed, you got to go out. But this is, so if they have the coffee, this is a good deal at $6.
Bacon, egg and cheese.
In a 6-inch.
Yeah.
We're going to share one of these, even cheaper then.
Really?
I was showing the folks, and there's a grab and go machine there. So you can actually get food out 24/7. Just through these doors are all the noises, is straight to the Ubers, and we have to go out here and go left just to go and pick up the tour. And if you are getting a tour, please make sure it's one that you contact them before you come here. They've been really good at pinging me like a week before and then the day before to make sure, send me photos of where the bus is coming in to go and get it. So your friends, if you're going to book these trips, our place websites like Groupon and TripAdvisor, scan around, see what's available. We got some good discounts last time, didn't we, going to the Nuclear Museum?
We got less than half price.
Less than half price, and see what deals you can get. We went on TripAdvisor for this one, which goes to Viator at the end, and we put in Hoover Dam, and they gave us a couple of options, and you just see from the screenshot here there was like 10 different options you could pick, and it really depends on your budget, your time you've got, and what you want to do, you know, while you're there as far as the trip. Actually, these are pretty good, aren't they? Toasted as well. They're a lot better than they look in the wrapper. So do compare Groupon, do compare TripAdvisor. Book the one you want. So we've booked the 5-hour tour instead of the full day. You could do that, but say on the first day, if you only got 2 or 3 days here, like on a budget, maximise your time to get the first day in when you're up early and do the full day. We've got a 5-hour tour that's going to pick us up at the hotel, that was important, and drop us off. Take us to the Hoover Dam, give us some of the background. There'll be some snacks, which say be drinks, and a granola bar. They'll do. Also, we're going to go inside the Hoover Dam as well. Yeah. Now, the other option we could have done, by the way, the price for that, it was $80 each, so $160. I did price up getting a rental car for the day, which, you know, ignore the rental cars when they say it's only $40 a day, because when you've had taxes and state taxes and blah 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 and cleaning fees, cheapest I could get was $60 for the day, plus gas would be about 15, so it's 75, plus the tickets to get into the Hoover Dam tour we're going on were $15 plus tax, so that's 30, say 35, so you know you're up at 110, 115 already. And then if you eat when you're out at the restaurant, which you probably may do if you're driving yourselves and not having you know, some snacks and things, you know, $20 each. Basically, it was pretty close price-wise, but then what you also get from the tour guide is like the background. We could have gone more expensive, like a private tour, but this is like a bus. You don't know how many people are going to be on it, maybe 12, 15. But they do know the area. They can give you the history, which is the part we like about these tours. If you're going on a Model 1 tour, it might be cheaper to get a car if you're going to be here for a longer period of time. But be aware, all the hotels, including, I think any hotel now, as of this week, is doing free parking on the strip. So you'll end up paying $18 a day to park. I think the 2 last ones were the Strat and what's the Hilton one down there, the red one we went to. Resort World, we're doing it free. Now they're charging us off this.
Yeah,
nothing's free now. So bear that in mind. You could get Ubers to go around, but an Uber there and back, it's like an hour each way, would be, you know, more expensive than actually just the tickets themselves. And also get cancelable ones. These were cancelable up to the day before, full refund the day before. So if your plans change, you get here and say, I don't want to do that tour. Cancel and get your money back. So that's the other key thing, isn't it? Get the ones that are cancelable. And most of them are, I think 99.9% of them are cancelable the day before when you're actually travelling on these things. And again, check the reviews on TripAdvisor or whatever. That's where I looked at the 4 or 5-star reviews and look what people have said about it on the reviews. We did that last time when we did Red Rock Canyon, and that worked out well for us, didn't it? That was a good tour.
It was a really good tour.
Yeah. And then we went and did the bridge, didn't we, over the Skywalk, which you saw my blue jacket I'm carrying with me, the Skywalk.
It was good, but it wasn't cheap.
No, that wasn't cheap. But again, we try and do one on a trip, just to do something special, don't we? And this will be today, so we're going to wrap these up, and then in another 30 minutes we need to be outside waiting for the bus. So when you come out the subway, if you go that way, that is the way to the monorail. You get on the monorail from the MGM, and if you go past subway, that is where all the Ubers are. You're going to get an Uber, you head out this way, that we're going now, don't you? Oh, we've done that before. We'll talk about Ubers. Ubers really anywhere in Vegas, 2 miles or less, it's about $10 each way. So we'll show you later in this vlog what we're doing to get around to save some money, because once you've done 4 Uber journeys, what we're going to do will pay for itself. But yeah, we're going to head out here, and I did have a sneak up here and I saw a pink limo.
Nice.
Did you order a pink limo?
No.
Okay. If you're wondering where the thumbnail was taken, we came out here last night to check it out, and this is where we took it from. Oh, has he gone now? Oh, he's gone. There's that pink one there.
Alright.
So we just got a message from the company showing me the van, and 7:50, not 7:40. So we're going to go inside because it's a little bit chilly out here this morning, isn't it? Shall we walk around somewhere? No, you're going inside. Yeah. we are here, aren't we?
We're here.
Took about 40 minutes, as you saw. We drove, went to pick some other people. 8 people in our tour, I should say. And we went to pick some people up downtown, so you saw some views of the strip from the highway, and then we came into the mountains and then dropped down. So we are now at the Hoover Dam. First stop here is we're going to go climb all the way up there, zigzag, zigzag, to the top to get a scenic look over the dam. So Hoover Dam is in Hoover City, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which
Boulder
was
City.
Boulder City, I should say, is in Boulder City. And it was actually called the Boulder Dam when it was first created. It was built in the 1930s. It was built by the federal government, and the rules for Boulder City were no drink, no drugs, no ladies
Of the night.
allowed in. And then he joked, then he just with a straight face said, and the project was finished 2 years ahead of schedule. I don't know what he was saying there, but it was 2 years ahead of schedule. It took 4 years instead of 6 years, 31 to 35.
Yeah.
It was built for a cost of $49 million.
Yeah.
I think they said, was it? Which was, I don't think it was too bad even in those times, probably 800 million now, but $49 million. And then it was renamed in about 10 years later after President Hoover to the Hoover Dam, but it still is in Boulder City.
Yeah.
And to this day, Boulder City is still a dry city, though there was one patch of land apparently that they found on the drawings that
There's a
wasn't
loophole,
covered. A
wasn't it?
loophole, like they built a casino.
One guy.
One guy found it on a patch of land and has now built a casino off it in here. So this is our first stop. Come with us, we're going to walk up the top there and we will go and have a look down over the dam. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Not cool, but it's a beautiful day. They did build a memorial bridge to bypass the dam, going over the top of it quite a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
Stopped all the traffic going over the actual dam itself. We might see that from up here. Bridging greatness, Max. You ready to run?
Yeah. We can't be going.
Zigzagging or going up the steps?
Well, remind me, it's probably best to go up the zigzagging.
Yeah. So originally where the road was down here, where that car is, they would have driven, all traffic had to go over the Hoover Dam and go around. So this bridge here, the bypass bridge, was built to take that workload off the dam itself and stop the congestion. You see I'll insert some pictures here from the past. You can see also it's quite a twisty road around here and twists on the way out, but yeah, it was a very expensive but probably a good thing to do. Back into Nevada on the way down, Max. That was your iconic view, wasn't it, Max, of the Hoover Dam?
That's what I came here for.
That's what you came here for, the view. Get to go in it now. Next, so we picked some tickets up when we checked in. There is security when you come in, they check the cars and everything. We got our tickets for the tour inside the dam. Across the bridge now, and we are actually in Arizona. That's why you saw the sign for Nevada. We're now in Arizona, so we came down. We were up there before, where you can see us on the bridge. We came down that twisty road you saw across the Hoover Dam, and this is now Arizona, which means we're in a completely different time zone. It's actually an hour difference here to the other side of the bridge. That's again why you saw the area for Nevada. So this is one of the observation areas What do you think about what you've seen then, Max, so far?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah? Yeah, just saying we're now in a different time zone for the folks. Next thing is we're going to go into the power room tour, and then we'll go to the tour, which we drove past the tourist place on the way back. Yeah, this is the high water line, Mark, he said, that happened in the 80s or something when they had some snow melt that caused a lot of problems, nearly demolished the dam apparently. So yeah, it's
quite spectacular.
Quite spectacular, we expected.
Yep.
And there's also a memorial to, how many people died when they built this? 90 people?
I think it was 90.
90 people who died when they were building the dam itself. So we've just done a 10-minute video, haven't we, Max?
Yeah.
Very informative, wasn't it?
Very nice.
From 2000.
Yes.
Told you the history of the dam and the... I don't think I mentioned before that Boulder City was actually built for the workers, wasn't it, in here? So we're now, everybody's coming out of the theatre and we're all lining up to go and do the tour. Very busy.
Okay, you can push a button.
Which one?
But the one I told you. See it? Then you're gonna lock the elevator.
Oh.
And then hold that one down. Hold it down so that it'll go.
1935, as the dam is going up here in the center. To build these tunnels, we drilled through the volcanic rock you just stepped through using drilling platforms on top of trucks called drilling jumbos.
It's all the pipes bringing the water to the turbines. We're going to go and see the turbines now. I think there's 17 of them in here. Going into the turbine hall.
Come on in, folks, spread out all the way down towards me. To the end of the balcony there, great views all around. Come on in, folks, like the tide. Keep rolling on in towards me, towards the end of the balcony. So we have room for folks.
What do you think then, Max?
Cool.
Impressive.
Yeah. Huge.
And there's another hallway just like this on the other side of the river to generate the total amount of power needed. And they're just fixing one down there. That's one of the rotors out of one of the turbines that they're putting some maintenance on at the moment. Impressive. And that's the Hoover Dam. We're about 400 foot down, aren't we, at the moment?
Yeah.
It's a bit like getting in line for rice, isn't it?
It is.
That's where we were before, down in the generator room. They have one on either side of the river. That's where we were before.
Oh, yeah.
In the generator room where we've just come up from, depending if you're in Arizona or if you're in Nevada.
Yeah.
And then there's where James Bond ran down.
Hold phone. Tight.
Yeah, don't drop phone.
Do not drop phone. It would have.
The bridge was actually found out the bridge was built in 2010. So a lot of the video we saw didn't have the bridge on, did it, before?
Yeah.
And then Lake Mead starts at that end and runs down and runs out into the river down here. You see where it's coming out there through the turbines that are running. Apparently it paid for itself in like 1987, all the work they did, because it self-funded itself with the electricity it generated. If they do need to bypass the pumps any time, that building there with the 6 holes on, that's where they bypass the water and it flies out of there if they have any problems and they need to get round the generators. The reason all these pylons are angles is to keep the cables away from the canyon wall and stop them from shorting out. And that tall crane there at the back is was actually put in when the dam was built. It's the world's oldest operating crane, and it brings stuff down from the top road down to here. They can't actually get down, large equipment. And where we were on the overlook before, we're up there, weren't we, Max, where those cars were? We may have a walk out on here, and we'll go and have a look in the shop as well while we're here. So we got another hour here. There is food and there's a shop you can eat and drink, and so you can walk out, and then we get back on the coach and head back. There is a spot right in the middle of the bridge there between Arizona and Nevada where you do the time zone. It's right in the middle of the bridge apparently. You just can't imagine all the traffic on the main road coming round here, can you? No. Before, as it used to. It's been crazy. Well, that reminds me, it is wheelchair accessible, and you can hire a wheelchair here for $5 a day if you come. But all these, it's all by lifts as you saw, so everything is wheelchair accessible, and they do have them here for hire. You don't have one with you. Well, there's little towers and little rooms that are up here. They're all air conditioned, aren't they, and stuff, so. There's your another shot for you there, Max, if you want to take a picture. Right down the middle.
Do not drop phone.
Do not drop foam. Cross over and go back on the other side and get halfway around. Somewhere around here should be the plaque where you actually cross the state line.
The plaque over there, is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it over there actually. That's where the state line is.
California's succeeding.
Oh, there you go, Max. 1 foot in each time zone. Yes, be all you. 3 time zones. So this side you're in Nevada,
Yeah.
and this side you're in Arizona. 1 hour difference on this very line here.
Can't see it on the sun.
Yeah. There you go.
You go.
Over here there's an older, we didn't go in the exhibit hall, it was way too busy. There's another older exhibit hall here we'll have a look at. But these are towers that are supposed to capture all the water, and they're above the silt level, so it doesn't bring all the silt and the crap into the turbines. Well, they'll have to filter it anyway, but they shouldn't have to do as much. So
Yeah, they don't go back down to the...
they don't go to the base, do they?
No, they don't. They were
Built on towers in the water. And if you're working here, you could clock in on this side and clock out on the other. So you can clock in later and leave an hour early. You see each of the clocks on the towers at either side has the time of that particular state. It says Arizona on the other tower at the other side. And the glass building there is the overlook, the visitor centre, where we just stood over there looking at the view. It's like walking over the bridge in San Francisco, this, isn't it? It's one of those iconic things you've got to do. If I was driving, I'd probably drive over it, but you can't really see it when you're driving because you're so low down. You can't see the view.
Yeah. You'd have to go park or walk across.
Yeah. So I think we definitely recommend this if you come in. What was a tour?
It's good.
Not too expensive, not too exhaustive. There's quite a bit of walking involved,
There's a lot of walking.
up and down. We're going to go and get some food and gifts and chill for half an hour, and then get the bus back, and we'll catch you back in the hotel and take you where we're heading off next for something to eat and drink, can't we? Yeah, come on. So we're back. We threw our things in the room, didn't we, Max?
We did.
And we are getting on the monorail. Yeah, the monorail runs in Vegas down the strip. From the MGM is one end, and the Sahara is at the other end. And it's, you know, I'll show you here some of the pricing. There's different tickets you can get. We got 2 tickets using the My Vegas app that I'll go into more on the vlog where we look about saving things, and it came to $48. And that's 3 days unlimited, which is basically 4 Uber rides. And it'll take you all the way down to the Sahara and drop off at the hotels. And then if you want to go like we've done before, go downtown, go down to Fremont Street, we'll get the monorail down to Sahara and then get an Uber from there, because it's far cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah,
Than try to get an Uber.
halfway,
it's halfway, you're halfway. So we use it every time. And again, there are discounted tickets, as you saw on the bit I showed you there, but we got more discounted tickets by going through the My Vegas app, and you could get a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever ticket, couldn't you? But we'll go more into My Vegas app later on. So we're going to head down to the M Life shops, and if I say that, you know where we're going. One of our favourite places to go for some cheap eats, because it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What we've had to eat today is what was in those snack boxes, and that sandwich that you saw is that little bit of a Subway we shared. So we're going to go to somewhere in the M Life shops to get a few drinks and a few cocktails, and if you're there before 4 o'clock, it's usually cheaper, isn't it? Or 5 o'clock, I don't know.
I think it's classed as a lunch menu, not a dinner menu.
Yeah, it's the same menu, I think, but it's a little bit cheaper.
I think there's some different things on
Are there?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, come with us, we'll head downtown. It's only 1 stop, but believe me, because of the size of everything in Vegas, things look closer than they are.
Yeah, they
And 1 stop can be a long way on the monorail. So we'll wait for this guy to come in and we'll get on it.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just got one thing on my mind. Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around.
So Maxine corrected me. We did go off the monorail, and it's not the M Life is the thing for MGM. It's the Miracle Mile shops. I always called it M Life. I did last year. It's the Miracle Mile shops, isn't it, that we're going to? And we've just come off at the Horseshoe now, which was the rebranded. I think it was the D Hotel before. So we'll find out. It's now called the Horseshoe. We've got to kind of go through, cut back through Paris, and then that'll get us to the Miracle Mall shops where we're going.
We get down, down to the beat, y'all. Let's get down. We get down to the beat, y'all. Yeah, it's like I'm stuck in this mystic cloud, waiting for something I can't get out. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care.
So we're eventually here in the shops. It's a bit of a hike, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the monorail, but
Sure, it'd be quicker just
to walk
walk
down
out.
from the hotel. But here we are, we're going to Ocean's Grill. We came here a year ago. They do a 3 for, and Lodge guys, you may have seen them come here, they do a 3 for all. It used to be 3 for $10 cocktails. I think it's 3 for 12 or 13 now. And they also do lunchtime specials till 4 p.m. And here it is. And I think, is that a line outside to go in?
Probably a line.
Where do we go from here when everything is said and done?
So there was a quick look at the menu. It just got till 5, and you see there's a live wait list there, didn't you? So in our name, we're waiting for 4 Barry tea for a table. Yeah, very popular now. Didn't have that microphone, didn't have all that set up last time, did they? And now we're all automated to call people in. That's pretty cool.
At least they're organised.
And it is till 5 p.m. If I didn't say that before, it is till 5 p.m. So you're good nights?
I'm good.
In a favourite spot?
Yeah, by toilets.
By the bathrooms again.
Some canny.
So these are going up to $12. They were $10 last year. Basically, you can have 3 for 10. One person has to drink them all. You can have anything you want, and as you can see on here, it's good stuff. It's not the cheap stuff. And then it did say lunch menu was $5. It's $5.99. It says there. So I don't know. We'll see. We got our cocktails, didn't we, Max?
Yes, we did.
I got the blue Hawaiian. What do you get?
I got a Hawaiian Cosmopolitan
What did you order for your thing?
frank steak. I think it's got like vegetables and then like mashed potato.
Yeah, I got the. We ordered also this is a starter, which turned up at the same time, and then we got the chicken
Chicken salad.
Cheers. It's good, yeah. It's bigger than. The size difference in those two.
And
You're getting some of those pot stickers, weren't you?
you will. Pot stickers.
Well, what are they?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings, are they? All right. So mine's gone. How's yours, Max?
Nearly got.
Really gone. And we're on round 2. What did you get?
Desert breeze.
What's in that?
Captain Morgan. Malibu. Peach snap. Orange pineapple juice.
And I have had enough of alcohol, so I'm just going to go for a tea. A Long Island iced tea. That doesn't have any alcohol in it, does it, Max?
Not much, I don't think.
No, I've never had a Long Island iced tea before, so I'll try it here as my second or third drink. So yeah, I mean the food portions aren't too bad. I mean it's not overfilling, is it? Here, and those pot stickers, or not, I can't call them pot stickers. The chicken wing things are quite spicy, aren't they?
I've got a kick to them.
So what do you get for round 3, Max?
I got an almond joy.
And I went with my normal vodka diet, and here's a damage for 2 main courses, a starter, and 6 cocktails. $25. Though the main courses, though it says $5 outside, are actually $5.99. So that's what you call Vegas on a budget. Sort of $45 plus a tip for 2 of us. For 3 courses, well, 2 courses and 6 drinks.
6 cocktails. And the decent strength as well.
You're just not as fancy as last time, are they?
No, it wasn't a martini glass.
No. And a lot more popular than a year ago. A lot more popular. Well, if you price things well and the food is good, people will come.
Yep. They do.
So, cheers.
Cheers, Ben.
Cheers. We're going to wrap the vlog up here. We're in New York, New York. We went across to Aria, then we got the tram, then we walked here to New York, New York. We're trying to get some of our 2-for-1 cocktails, but good thing to know with all these special vouchers is they're not available on today, which is President's Day. So join us tomorrow when we're going to actually do a vlog on the My Vegas app and how to get deals on food and drink, which we'll do tomorrow. Eating first thing, and then going out for cocktails on the My Vegas app. But I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today in Vegas for our tour this morning. And our probably the best deal you're going to get for eating and drinking in Vegas at the moment. I would think. You agree?
Yeah.
At the Ocean's Grill. So thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Leave comments below, and we will see thee.
Bye.
Cheers.